Well, hello. Welcome to viewers joining us on the Queensberry social media channels. Tomorrow night we've got a fantastic night of championship boxing at British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall. Today, all of the fighters will weigh in. We'll be live from 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. The main event, the vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships, will be on the line as Chris Bourke takes on Ashley Lane. And as you'll see from this weigh-in, because there's just so many great fighters. And a lot of these fighters are actually looking at me now saying, can you get on with it? So we are going to get on with the weigh-in process. Let's begin with a contest which is 4 rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Introducing first to the scales, competing in his 30th professional fight from Moski, Poland, Paweł Strykowski. £201 and 7 ounces. And now let's welcome to the scales his opponent. He is making his professional debut, joining us from Bognor Regis. Please welcome Iman Zamatkesh. £202 and 14 ounces for Iman Zamatkesh. We'll get a face-off down the front now, please, gentlemen. All right, 4 rounds in the Cruiserweight division tomorrow evening at York Hall. Our next contest, and we will invite the fighters to the scales very shortly. 6 rounds in the super lightweight division. Competing in his 49th professional contest, joining us from Managua, Nicaragua. Please welcome Robin Zamora. £145 for Robin Zamora. And now let's welcome to the scales, making his long-awaited professional debut from Sunderland, Luke McCormack. £144 and 12 ounces for Luke McCormack. It'll be Luke's professional debut, former GB Olympian, very decorated amateur. And at last, we will see him as a professional tomorrow evening at York Hall. Six rounds in the super lightweight division tomorrow evening live on TNT Sports. Professional debut of Luke McCormack. All right, our next contest is 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales, competing in his 40th professional contest from Sofia, Bulgaria. Please welcome Peter Alexandrov. Peter Alexandrov will be taking on Sonny Liston Ali tomorrow evening live on TNT Sports. 153 pounds and 13 ounces for Peter Alexandrov. Now let's welcome to the scales. He is unbeaten with a record of 7 wins and no defeats from Upminster, Sonny Liston Ali. 152 pounds and 6 ounces for Sonny Liston Ali. Just a reminder, we'll be live from 7 o'clock on TNT Sports tomorrow evening for this night of championship boxing from York Hall. All right, 6 rounds tomorrow evening at York Hall. Sonny Liston Ali and Peter Alexandrov. Our next contest, 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales, competing in his 18th professional contest from Tychy, Poland, Mariam Veselowski. £149 and 10 ounces for Mariam Veselowski. Now let's welcome to the scales his opponent. He is unbeaten with a record of 6 wins and no defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Maidstone, Sean the Nightmare Noakes. 151 pounds and 13 ounces. Sean Noakes and Mariam Veselowski in action tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports from York Hall. We'll get some photos and a face-off. Well, Sean the Nightmare Noakes is having a nightmare getting his clothes back on. Six rounds tomorrow evening at York Hall. Sean Noakes and Mariam Veselowski. Our next contest will be 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales. He has a record of 6 wins, only 2 defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Bradford, Dan the Reaper Man Garber. £226 and 10 ounces for Dan the Reaper Man Garber. Now let's welcome to the scales. He is unbeaten with a record of 7 wins and no defeats, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is seen by many as the future of the heavyweight division. Please welcome from Chatham, Moses Itauma. £241 and 3 ounces. It'll be 8 rounds or less in the heavyweight division tomorrow evening. Moses Itauma, former world junior amateur champion, seen by many as the future of heavyweight boxing. Fight number 8 for him tomorrow evening, live from York Hall on TNT Sports. Let's get some photos and a face-off. Eight rounds or less in the heavyweight division tomorrow evening. Moses Itauma, Dan Garber. Our next contest that we'll weigh in will be 8 rounds in the super featherweight division. Introducing first, competing in his 24th professional contest, please welcome from Nicaragua, Jose Manuel Perez. £131 and 5 ounces. And now let's welcome to the scales his opponent. He's unbeaten with a record of 8 wins and no defeats, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. He's a former 2-time European gold medalist. Please welcome Royston Barney-Smith, a.k.a. Sugar Boy Roy. £132 and 12 ounces. Royston Barney-Smith, Jose Manuel Perez. 8 rounds or less tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports. There we have it, Royston Barney-Smith, Jose Manuel Perez. 8 rounds in the super featherweight division tomorrow evening. We'll now weigh in the first of 2 championship fights tomorrow night from York Hall. This is the WBC International Light Heavyweight Championship that will be on the line. Let's first welcome to the scales the challenger from Geilenkirchen, Germany, with a record of 17 wins and only 2 defeats, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Martin Huben. Martin Huben will be the challenger tomorrow evening for the WBC International Light Heavyweight Championship. £173 and 5 ounces. Martin Huben has made weight. Now let's welcome to the scales his opponent. He has a record of 16 wins, only 1 defeat, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Carstairs, Scotland, he is the reigning, defending WBC International Light Heavyweight Champion, Willy the Hutch Train Hutchinson. £174 and 10 ounces. Both fighters have made weight ahead of this championship fight tomorrow evening. The WBC International Light Heavyweight Championship on the line, Willy Hutchinson and Martin Huben. 10 rounds for the WBC International Light Heavyweight Championship. Willy the Hutch Train Hutchinson and Martin Huben the challenger. It is now time to bring to the scales our main event participants ahead of championship boxing tomorrow night at York Hall, live on TNT Sports. The vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships will be on the line. Let's first welcome to the scales with a record of 17 wins, 10 defeats and 2 draws, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the former Commonwealth Super Bantamweight champion and the reigning English Bantamweight champion. Please welcome from Bristol, Ashley Flash Lane. 117 pounds and 14 ounces for Ashley Lane. All right, now let's welcome to the scales. He has a record of 13 wins, only 1 defeat, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Streatham, here's the former WBC International and Southern Area Super Bantamweight champion. Please welcome Chris Brutal Bourke. £117 and 4 ounces. Both fighters have made championship weight ahead of our main event tomorrow evening live on TNT Sports. The vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships will be on the line. Just a reminder, we'll be live from 7 o'clock on TNT Sports for this cracking night of championship boxing. As Denzel Bentley says to me, let them know, Dev. I am letting them know. Thank you, Denzel. That is our main event tomorrow evening. The vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships on the line. Chris Bourke and Ashley Lane. Well, stay with us on the stream. We're going to do some interviews down the front. I'm keen to find out what Ashley Lane just said to Chris Bourke. Well, I'm delighted to be in the company of a man who's just successfully made weight ahead of the British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championship fight. Chris Bourke, how are you feeling? This is the first time actually you've had to make bantamweight.
Yeah, feeling good, and I made it easy. So, yeah, no complaints.
Now, the last time you were at York Hall in a main event, you were fighting for the British title, and it didn't go so well. So this time you've gone down in weight, and you're confident that this time it's going to be a different outcome.
Yeah, we know what happened in the last British title fight. This fight, I'm ready. I'm raring to go. I'm ready.
What did he say to you up there?
He said I look drained, but he's going to find out tomorrow I'm not.
So you've made it perfectly fine. First time making bantamweight, you're perfectly good.
But this is why I moved down. I knew I could make the weight comfortably, and I've just proved I can.
Chris Brutal Bourke. Now you've told me that's my nickname now. That's what I want you to call me. So tell us about this.
I can see an explosive performance tomorrow night, and it's going to be brutal.
What did you say to him, by the way?
Well, he said I look drained. I said, don't worry about me. You'll find out tomorrow.
Look, he's coming off a good win at your weight. He's the English champion as well. What are you reading into him as a fighter?
No, look, nothing against him. He's obviously a very good fighter. He's very aggressive, very fit, throws a lot of shots. And I think that's why everyone's excited. It's a good fight, but I just think he's going to walk into shots and I'm going to hurt him.
And you've wanted this for a little while. You've been sort of building back up, and now this is it, right?
It's been 2 years building back, and it's an opportunity I have to take with both hands.
You've got all that amateur pedigree as well, former Team GB, all kind of culminating into this moment. Not just one belt, 2 belts on the line as well. Have you envisaged you getting those belts, your name being read, and then you?
Since this fight was announced, every morning, every night, every afternoon, that's all I've been thinking about.
Has your camp gone in terms of sparring? Who have you been working with?
Sparring's been good. It's been sparring boys similar sort of size to him, people like Joki Amechi and a few other boys. Been travelling for sparring to get rounds because it's hard. But had a good camp, been sparring well, been looking good, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, we're going to let you go. Go and replenish, and best of luck to you, Chris Brutal Bourke. Brutal performance, yeah? Brutal performance. All right, we're looking forward to it. Thank you, Chris Bourke. Let's swap out Chris Brutal Bourke. Let's bring in Mr. Royston Barney-Smith, Sugar Boy Roy. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah.
How you been all right?
I've been okay. Okay. This is fight number 9 for you now,
yeah.
eh? How you feeling about this one?
Feeling good. Preparation's gone well. Weight's perfect. Just can't wait to get in there tomorrow night and put on a demolition job like always.
You always seem like the coolest man in the room as well. None of this phases you, does it? You're destined for bigger and brighter lights.
For sure. That's why I come here, just chilled out, do what I need to do, get everything done, and just put on a good show.
What's it been like in that camp? Because it seems to be quite the place to be right now.
It's the best gym, I have to say, in England. Like I know a lot of people keep going on about what's gone up in Liverpool lately and the rest of it, but trust me, you got world champions upon world champions in there. You got Olympians upon Olympians. You got prospects coming out of zeros. It's literally the best gym about.
You've also got Luke McCormack, so your gym mate. He is finally making his professional debut. What can you tell us about him? What have you seen in the gym?
Honestly, he's probably one of the best prospects, but he's not a prospect I've ever seen in my life. We was on about it on the way here, to the weigh-in, and we were just having a chat. He was saying, well, this is all coming so late in my career, and I've got to push on, so Friday night you're going to see a proper job done. He's going to absolutely wipe the floor with this fella.
It's quite a different position to you because, he's turned over late. You've turned over very, very early as well, haven't you? So I guess he'll probably be fast-tracked. You're still learning as you go kind of thing.
Sure, our both and our ambitions are both to be the best what we can be and become world champions. But that's the great thing about being in the gym with one another. We're chasing one another. We're trying to keep pushing on. Who can get here first? Who can do this? Who can do that? And that's the thing about the gym. Everyone's completely thriving in the environment, and it just brings us all on leaps and bounds.
What's the plan this year then for Royston Barney-Smith?
Well, get past Friday night, not looking past him, but hopefully get the stoppage, and then push on for probably a youth title or a title my next fight.
You still, 19?
19, no. 20 now. Turned 20 in January, yeah.
God, time flies. But you when you turned over pro, it was just after your 18th birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a week after my 18th birthday. I signed my contract with Frank when I was 17.
Yeah. Good first couple of years?
Yeah, good first couple of years, good learning years. I've had 8 fights now, I know what it's all about. And it's time to push on now and start climbing the ranks.
And why should the fans be excited about your return tomorrow night?
Well, the reason why they have to be excited, to be honest with you, Dev, is because I steal the show, I show the class, and I get the knockouts.
We love it. Thank you, Royston Barney-Smith. I will let you
problem.
go.
Thanks, Dad.
What a great little outro. Let's bring in his a man that he knows very well, Luke McCormack.
How you doing, Dev? You all right, mate?
At last.
Been a long time coming, hasn't it?
I mean, the world has been waiting for you to turn over and finally start punching in smaller gloves with no head guards. Tell us how much you're looking forward to this.
I've been dying to get in the ring as a professional. I've had a lot of fights as an amateur, and the amateur style wasn't really for me. The point scoring and that. I want to sit there, I want to land big shots, and I want to put a show on for the crowd.
There seems to be a lot of hype about you as well, and look, and rightly so, because of what you did as an amateur. But I know Ben Davison's absolutely raving about you. I just spoke to Royston, who's in the same gym. He can't speak highly enough about you. What's all the hype about?
Don't know, mate. I've been sticking to the gym. I've had 2 years in Ben Davison's gym, so I'm not going to be like no amateur coming out of the Olympics. I'm going to be like a seasoned professional. I'm going to fight like a professional. I'm going to put a show on.
Super lightweight?
Yeah.
So that's where you intend to do all of your damage?
That's where I intend to do my damage. Lightweight's too much for me. I'm going to stick at super lightweight, and that's going to be me weight.
Have you got an eye on people yet? Because obviously, you're turning over a little bit later, which tends to mean you'll get, fast-tracked a little bit more. So, have you got your eyes on people at British level?
I just got my eyes on this debut, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not looking past that. Get the job done on Friday night, and then push on after that.
And he's an opponent, Robin Zamora, who has taken good fighters the distance. He's been in with a lot of the Queensbury stable as well. Are you looking to kind of do a better job and show, hey, look at me?
I'm just going to focus on myself, focus on my own job, but I will be doing a good job on him on Friday. Promise you that.
I was reading somewhere when you went into the Olympics that actually your heart wasn't fully into it because of there was a bit of a delay, etc. And perhaps if it had come a little bit earlier, maybe you'd given it a bit more.
I wasn't really. The Olympics wasn't the be-all and end-all for me. I just wanted to get the Olympics done, so I got a better deal when I turned pro. And then I just had loads of problems since then, so it's been a bit of a nightmare. And I'm gonna let all my frustration out on Friday night.
Well, it's bad news for Robin Zamora, but great news for TNT Sports fans.
100%.
Why should fans be excited about your debut then? What would you say?
Going to be an exciting fight. I'm going to look to knock him out. I'm going to look to put a show on. And what more can I say?
Probably nothing. Drop the mic and off you go. Thank you very much, Luke McCormack. Long-awaited professional debut for Luke McCormack. Oh my God, it's Denzel Bentley.
Oh, you remember my name?
I remember your name. How are you?
I'm all good, thanks, man. How are you?
Oh, you're going to do that?
Yeah, no, I didn't see you.
Look, how's life?
Life's good, man. Life's good. I'm enjoying life right now.
I'm hearing we're going to see the return of Too Sharp very, very soon.
You don't need to call it a return, just a continuation.
Oh, come on.
Continuation.
How's life been? I mean, obviously, look, there's no denying you lost that fight to Nathan Heaney.
Did I? I'm joking now.
Yeah. But now I guess it's like, what sort of level do you want to come back at? What's on your mind?
Same level. Obviously, I can't go above that because I fell short in that fight. So, same level, and I don't really want to have no comeback fights or no warm-up fights and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm just straight back in there.
That's one thing you've always said to me. I'm not into these warm-up fights. I'm not into beating journeymen. So your next fight, you want a proper fight?
Oh, 100%. No, I will have a proper fight. I'm not even that. I will have a proper fight. Otherwise, you might not see the return of Denzel Bentley. Yeah,
the continuation.
The continuation. You might not see the continuation of the story of Denzel Bentley. But I'm just enjoying life right now, man. I'm chilling, enjoying family time. I'm in the gym training. So look, whatever comes, I'm ready. Well, there is something there, but of course, gotta wait for finalizations and announcements and all that kind of stuff. But it'll be a good fight, so I'm hoping everyone will be entertained by it because it's a fight that's going to get me up.
Good. That's exactly what we need for the continuation of Denzel Bentley.
Yeah.
Chris Bourke, your mate, you've been with him every step of the way as a pro. Peacock buddies. Yeah. Big moment for him.
Big moment for him. Massive moment, man. He had this opportunity. Was it 2 years ago now?
Yeah, against Mark Leach.
Against Mark Leach. Mark Leach was amazing that day. Would it be anyone that night? Chris done well to even stay in the ring with, the injuries he had that he doesn't want to disclose, but obviously we know in the gym and stuff. But he's at a new weight now. He's down at Bantamweight, taking things not like he wasn't before, but he's taking things a lot more serious. He's in great shape. His sparring's been exciting to watch. I get in trouble for watching it and not getting ready for my rounds. You know what I mean? So his sparring's been good. He's looked good. He's looked in shape. He's made the weight well. He looks fresh to me. He looks strong as well, man. He looks in great shape, man. This is his first time making a weight as well, and he made it well. So I'm looking forward to seeing, what kind of performance comes from him tomorrow. I think we're going to see a good performance, and I think he's going to, put his name in that scene as a bantamweight.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing you mentioned. First time that he's had to make bantamweight in the championship fight. He's 29. Normally, as you get older, you go up in weight, but maybe he's always been at the wrong weight.
He's aging backwards. As he gets older, he's getting down in weight. When you started boxing, he was 64 kilos.
Yeah.
And now he's 53. That's mad. So I don't think weight's an issue for him. I mean, he'll make whatever weight he needs to make. He's just, he just needs to put his mind to it, be focused, and he's good, man.
Let me get your thoughts on the middleweight scene. So obviously Nathan Heaney and Brad Paul's battle to a draw last week. What did you think?
It was a good fight. The second half of the fight was the edge of your seat stuff. It was entertaining. I mean, Brad done well to put the pressure on late. I think his corner told him like we need a stoppage, and he dug deep and tried to get it. But you got to give Heaney credit for staying on his feet. The gumption came out a couple of times. He was hit with some big shots, but he just didn't go down. That's the man with heart. Do you know what I mean? So it was a good fight, man. Entertaining fight. Still, I think, if they were to do it again, I don't think the public would be disappointed. I think people will be excited to see that again.
What are you looking on, thinking, let me at him? Because nothing like that.
When I watch boxing, I just watch it to enjoy. I don't even score it. I just watch it to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't thinking, let me at him. That's done. What's in the past is in the past. If I can get a rematch, I'll be more than happy. But if I don't, I've got to continue my career. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't be down forever because of, one slip up or one mistake I made in the past. Otherwise, it would just hold me down forever. So I'm not looking at that, thinking anything. I'm just continuing my career and, hoping that, making sure I do better next time round against whoever it is I'm with.
Well, while I've got you, because I know you, you know your boxing and you're a great talker as well, so I like to get your thoughts on other stuff.
Yeah.
So Tyson Fury against Alexander Usyk, undisputed coming up May 18th. We've seen the pictures of Tyson Fury looking in shape, a little hint of abs coming through as well.
Yeah.
How are you seeing this fight playing out?
It's a good fight, man. Obviously, the British boxing scene is always better with a heavyweight champion from the UK. So, of course, everyone from the UK will be rooting for Fury, hoping he'll win. But Usyk's a dangerous fighter, man. He's always serious and he doesn't take anything lightly. I think the problem with Fury is, pardon me, if he thinks something's not a threat, he doesn't train as hard as he could. You saw that with Ngannou. I don't even know if he spent as much time with his training as he should have. He didn't look in shape at all. But because of Fury, we all just kind of overlooked it, like, when is he ever in shape? Do you know what I mean? But he has been in shape before, in certain fights. Against Wilder, second fight, good shape. Against Klitschko, good shape. And now in this fight, I'm guessing those are the fights that he sees as a threat, that he needs to really put the work in, and I think that's what he's doing now. So if we get the Fury that knuckles down and gets himself in shape and takes his fight serious, then Fury could win. But if we get the Fury that just feels like, he can just play around with anyone, fiddle around with everyone, and put his weight in them and just skim through a win, then he might be in trouble.
You can't not take Alexander Usyk seriously. That's the thing. When he's unbeaten, been undisputed at cruiserweight, unified at heavyweight as well. In terms of taking a threat seriously, you have to take that guy seriously, right?
100%. You have to. I mean, this is a unified heavyweight champion of the world. He's come up from cruiserweight to do it. Undisputed cruiserweight champion. The guy's a threat. He beat Andy Joshua twice. He beat a lot of good heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? So you want to take him serious. You don't want to slip up against someone else, especially in an undisputed title fight. Even if it wasn't Alexander Usyk, it's what's on the line that should really get you up for it. And Fury's got the chance to be the first, not even just British, just the first heavyweight undisputed champion since Lennox Lewis. And the fact that he's a Brit is a bonus to be the next Brit to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then he can self-proclaim whatever, announce himself as the best heavyweight to come out of Britain since Lennox Lewis, because that's what he does. But he needs the accolades to be able to stamp that ground if he wants it. So, I mean, that fight would be good. And also another reason why everyone wants him to win is because we want to see him versus Joshua, and I think that's a good fight too. So there's a lot on the line. If he wins this, his career carries on, or he has the choice to retire. But if he loses this, it may feel like he'll be walking away, letting himself down, where he was meant to be the number one heavyweight in the world, and he didn't come out with this win, so he can't be that guy no more. So he might just walk away from the sport, and he's getting older. So to try and come back from that is long. But I guess there'll be a rematch clause, so there'll be number 2.
Well, back to tomorrow's show. There's not just Chris Bourke. Sonny Liston Ali is a Peacock gym mate of you as well. How is he settling in at the Peacock?
Settling in well, man. Sonny just settled in straight away. He came to the gym and it just felt like he'd been there forever. Do you know what I mean? He's not one of them guys that's like full of himself or annoying to be around, so to speak. But he's a cool guy, minds his business, he's quiet, gets on with his work, does his thing. Like, it doesn't feel like someone new has entered the gym. It feels like he's always been with us. So
that's good energy.
Yeah, it's good energy. Do you know what I mean? So, and he's good to work with. He's a joy to work with when we're working together. He's not a burden. He's good to work with. He gets the work. He gets on with the work and stuff. So he's good to be around. He's picking up good habits in the gym. He's getting better. I guess he's always been fit anyway, because when he first came in, he was doing all the circuits that we do as if he's
Light
been doing
work.
it before. Yeah, so he's always been fit. But do you know what I mean, he's just picking up good habits, and he's getting a real style and adding to what he already has. So I'm looking forward to seeing the box tomorrow as well. I think we'll see a good performance from him.
Well, back to the main event then. I mean, Chris Bourke is a guy that whenever he gets announced, you're there cheering. Like even today, he's your guy, right?
My guy, man.
So two things: is he going to do it? Is he going to pick up those belts? And secondly, how proud will you be?
What, how many belts on the line?
There's British and Commonwealth.
No way. Oh, that's sick. I thought it was the British.
That's what it says on there.
So I
isn't it?
thought it was just the British. I'll be excited for him, man. And yeah, I think he will do it. Not even that, I think he will do it. I mean, like I said earlier, it's his second chance. A lot of people don't even get one chance at the British. He's getting two, so he's more motivated than he was the first time, because it's like, I get another shot at this. Like, I got to make it count this time. And he's doing that at a new weight, and he's done the weight well. So he will do it, man. He will do it, man. And I can't wait, man. I'll be like, forget my belt, you got one now. Bring that to the gym real good. You know what I'm saying? I'll be so happy for him. I mean, I think he deserves it. He's been in the game a long while. From a kid, he's been in the GB squad. He's been everywhere. I think he deserves, a British title. He deserves to be a British champion. You know what I mean? He's put in the work. He doesn't cheat the game. He don't cheat the grind. He's been on point with his nutritionist. With his nutrition, he's been on point in the gym and he's sparring, strength work. Everything he's done, he's been on point. But he's always like that anyway. Do you know what I mean? But I think actually Bantam, he was just comfortable there because, like I said, when he started boxing, he was heavier anyway, so he felt like he's dropped low enough. But he was probably making that weight a bit too easy. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't say that, but I've seen him in the gym. But this weight cut wasn't hard, but it was like, the challenge that he needed to really lock in and be focused on what he's doing to make that weight. And he's done that, he made it, so it means that he's done everything correct.
Okay, well, you're certainly backing him. One final one before I just sort of close off here. You're a student of the game.
Yeah.
Moses Itauma seems to be, like Tyson Fury put on his Instagram story this morning, that he is the future of the heavyweight division. He's getting a lot of praise, a lot of love, unbeaten as an amateur or a pro. What are you seeing from his rise so far?
Yeah, I mean, look, I can only judge by what I've seen, and what I've seen has been it's been amazing. He's got a great career ahead of him. I think there was just one fight where he performed, below the level that we feel like he was, and I think that was the fight he hurt his hand. And he still come through, but if you didn't know he hurt his hand, you're thinking, oh. But other than that, he's looked great, he's looked amazing. He's been in with every one of the top heavyweights, and it seems like he's been holding his own and he's been giving them good work. He's been getting called back, and I'm sure he's still a teenager.
19,
He's a big lad for 19, you know what I mean? And he's only going to be growing within himself. So, I mean, he looks a bit deceiving. He didn't look that big, but he weighed 240, I think he did. So, he's a big kid. He's a big kid, man, and he's only going to be growing more. And he's going to be a problem. And a southpaw that can move that fast, hit that hard, and you're that big, he's a problem for a lot of guys, man. Heavyweights don't move like that, but he does. So, he's going to be a problem for a lot of guys. And I'm looking forward to his journey as well. Him and his brother, I like both of them. I think they're both good fighters, but he's going to have a good journey. It's going to be exciting. Heavyweights are always exciting. When you got a heavyweight that moves like that, hits that hard, and it's so like down to earth, humble, and he knows he's got to get the work done. It's a joy to see, man. So I'm looking forward to his journey. Love that. Thank you, Denzel Bentley. Great words, and we're looking forward to your return as well. My continuation. Oh yeah, the continuation. Sorry. All right, cheers, mate. We will let you go. Cool. And that concludes our weigh-in here today. Live from 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, we'll be at York Hall, British boxing's spiritual home of York Hall. The main event, the vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships will be on the line as Chris Bourke and Ashley Lane collide. And of course, the man that Denzel Bentley was just talking about, the return of the unbeaten heavyweight sensation, tipped by many to be the future of heavyweight boxing, Moses Itauma, will be in action. It's TNT Sports, it's 7 o'clock. We'll see you tomorrow.